The history of the lionfish invasion in the Atlantic. Origins and introduction, 1980s to 1990s. Lionfish, native to the Indo-Pacific and Red Sea, were first reported in the western Atlantic in 1985 when one was captured off the coast of Dania, Florida. While many people attribute their introduction to the 1992 release of aquarium fish during Hurricane Andrew, this first sighting predates that event. The most likely explanation is that lionfish were released by aquarium owners who could no longer care for them. Lionfish are visually striking and were popular in home aquariums, but they often outgrew tanks or became difficult to manage. Early spread, late 1990s to early 2000s. Following isolated sightings in the late 80s and 90s, lionfish populations began spreading. By 2000, lionfish were found off the coasts of North and South Carolina and Georgia. In 2001, juvenile lionfish were spotted near Long Island, New York, and Bermuda. These observations signaled that lionfish were not just surviving, but reproducing and expanding their range. Rapid expansion across the Caribbean and Gulf, 2004 to 2010. In the mid-2000s, lionfish populations exploded throughout the Atlantic and Caribbean. By 2004 to 2005, they had become established in Bermuda and started spreading through the Bahamas. Between 2007 and 2009, lionfish were found throughout the Greater Antilles, including Cuba, Jamaica, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and the Cayman Islands. By 2009, lionfish were widespread along the U.S. Atlantic coast, throughout the Caribbean Sea, and reaching the northwestern Gulf of Mexico, including states like Alabama, Mississippi, and Louisiana. Deep water colonization and ongoing spread, 2010 to present. By 2011, lionfish had reached reef sanctuaries like the Flower Garden Banks in the Gulf of Mexico, where large populations were observed. They now inhabit diverse ecosystems: coral reefs, estuaries, mangroves, coastal shelves, and even deep-sea habitats. Their spread into deeper waters makes them even harder to control. In places like North Carolina, lionfish densities increased dramatically in just a few years, from about 21 to over 150 fish per hectare between 2004 and 2007. Why lionfish became such successful invaders? No natural predators in the Atlantic allowed them to hunt freely. Prey species in the region were unfamiliar with lionfish and didn't recognize them as a threat. High reproductive rate. A single female can release tens of thousands of eggs every few days. Versatile habitat tolerance. Lionfish thrive in a wide range of temperatures, salinities, and depths, even reaching as far south as Brazil. Ecological and environmental impacts. Lionfish are voracious predators that consume large numbers of juvenile reef fish, including economically and ecologically important species like parrotfish, snapper, and grouper. Their predation disrupts the balance of coral reef ecosystems by reducing herbivores that control algae growth. Without these grazers, coral reefs are more vulnerable to algal overgrowth and decline. Control and management efforts. Despite the severe threat lionfish pose, complete eradication is considered impossible at this stage. However, several mitigation strategies are being used. Manual removal. Divers hunt lionfish using spears, often during organized derby events. These efforts are effective locally but not scalable for large areas. Promoting lionfish consumption. Public campaigns in countries like Jamaica have encouraged eating lionfish. This led to a significant drop in local populations. Similar efforts have been launched in the U.S. and elsewhere. Regulatory changes. Some U.S. states have relaxed fishing regulations to make it easier to catch lionfish. This includes removing bag limits and permit requirements. Innovative solutions. Developers are working on deep-water traps, automated capture devices, and apps that allow users to report sightings and help track populations. Despite these efforts, lionfish remain a major invasive threat, especially as they spread into deep and less accessible waters. Ongoing public awareness, technological innovation, and targeted removal campaigns are essential for long-term control. Here is how you can help. Lionfish Extermination Corp is a nonprofit made to raise awareness of the invasive lionfish. They remove these fish from Florida waters to help balance the ecosystem. To donate to their nonprofit, you can use Venmo at Lionfish Extermination and PayPal at Lionfish Donations. Any amount helps. Thank you so much. Recap. These vibrant coral reefs are what conservation efforts aim to protect. Native reef fish like parrotfish, snapper, and grouper rely on these habitats. Healthy coral formations support diverse marine life and keep reefs resilient. But that balance is fragile. Invasive lionfish can disrupt it quickly. Again, you can help. Lionfish Extermination Corp removes lionfish from Florida waters. Donate via Venmo at Lionfish Extermination or PayPal at Lionfish Donations. Any amount helps. Thank you.